Sleep, one of the most crucial and simple activities of our lives. All we need is to lay down and close our eyes for 8 hours. But most of us found it challenging. We stay on our phone till 1 AM, even though we need to wake up at 6. And that's not the big issue. We drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning, 1 after lunch, and even maybe 1 in between. If we still feel tired, we just grab an energy drink, and that cycle repeats on a daily basis. But what lies beneath these habits, and how do they affect our overall well-being? I am fighting with my sleep problem for quite some time now, and it's not going well. I drink caffeine on a daily basis and always stay up late in the night working or scrolling. But through the day I feel okay. If I feel a little bit tired, I just drink an energy drink or coffee and I'm good to go. But that does not mean that my body is recovered. Now let's take a look on what even happens when we sleep. During sleep, our bodies undergo vital repairs and restorations. Growth hormones are released, tissues are repaired, and the immune system strengthened. Besides that, it also benefits us on an emotional level, since if we get it enough, it can help us deal with more stressful situations. Our sleep-wake cycle is closely linked to the intricate dance of hormones within our bodies. Sleep influences hormones that regulate appetite, stress, and growth. Disruption in this cycle can lead to imbalances impacting metabolic health and contributing to conditions like obesity and diabetes. Long story short, you can be a lot more healthier just by sleeping enough and at the right time. Have you ever went to sleep at 3 AM and wake up at 12 for lunch and you were tired all day, even though you got 9 hours of sleep? But have you ever went to sleep at 10 PM and wake up at 7 and the day felt long, energized, and so on? Why is that? That's because for most people, sleep hormone released in the biological night, that is between 10 PM and 12 AM. And here I have quite a big issue, because in the evening clock gets really fast and there is always 1 or 2 AM before I even go to bed. So, as silly as it sounds, I want to try sleeping 8 hours a day for 30 days straight so I can see how it can affect my body and my life. Before we start the experiment, we need something that can track my sleep, because I want to take a closer look on what's happening with my body in the span of 30 days. And a company called Ultrahuman was kind enough to send us one of their tracking rings that can do just that. It also has a lot of other functions that we will cover later in the video. But first, let's unbox it. When you buy an Ultrahuman ring, you first receive this sizing kit that has all of the sizes to know exactly which size is the best for you. For me, it's the number 10. Now, let's get to the unboxing. Here it is. Now let's set it up and start the experiment. I went with this matte gray color and it's amazing. And here is some really good quality USB-C cable. To activate the ring, we need to first charge it, so let's do that. Now we need to wait approximately 30 minutes for the ring to charge and then we can connect it to my phone. Now, to make this experiment worthwhile, we need to set some rules. The first one is that I cannot consume any caffeine throughout the experiment, so I don't have any supplements changing my sleep flow. The next one is that I need to be in bed between 10 and 11 PM, exceptionally on days when my friends or family have birthdays. And the third rule is that I need to sleep in total darkness. That is it. I think we are ready to start the experiment. It's 10:30, everything is going according to plan. The ring is on, let's go to sleep and see you in the morning. Here we go, it's a new day. Today I woke up at 7:30 and I got my sleep index of 92. I was in bed for 7 hours and 15 minutes because it took me quite a long time to get to sleep because I'm used to going to sleep at 1 or 2 AM. So I actually fall asleep at 12:08 and wake up at 7:38. And my sleep score is 75. I am a little bit tired, but I'm doing okay. Till now I had 1 energy crash. Let's get to work. Here we go, it's the end of the second day. Time is 10:30 and I'm ready to go to sleep and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow again at 7 AM. Here we go, it's a new day and today's results are a little bit different. So I got a sleep index of 81 because I slept for 7 hours and 10 minutes and I fall asleep at 12:16. I actually needed 1.5 hours, almost 2 hours to fall asleep, but my sleep was much better than the previous day. I had a total deep sleep of 2 hours and 26 minutes and yesterday I had a total deep sleep of 59 minutes. I can totally feel that on my energy level because I'm a lot more energized and also I'm a lot more focused on my work. Okay, let's stop right here for a moment. I think that nobody actually wants to see me how I go to bed and what the results were every single day. So let's skip to the end of the first week to find out how did I sleep and if we can improve our sleep by using different sleeping methods. So it's the end of the first week and here are the results. I have problems on everything. I have problems with falling asleep, I have problems with waking up, and the biggest problem is not getting enough deep sleep. If you remember the second day when I had a deep sleep of 2 hours and 28 minutes, I was full of energy and in the go mode all day long. But not just that, the thing that really stood up to me was that I wasn't procrastinating a lot. I was always in the go mode, ready to work. Now the results of the first week. I had an average deep sleep of 1 hour and 8 minutes and an average total sleep of 6 hours and 57 minutes. I hope I can increase that number by the end of the experiment. So for this week I'm gonna try to do some methods, 3 days each, so we can see the results. And the goal is to increase my deep sleep so I can be more productive and energized through the day. The first method that we are about to try is, believe it or not, sleeping naked. Apparently it should help me fall asleep faster, have a better sleep quality, keeps skin healthy, reduce stress, and the list goes on. So it looks like that sleeping naked should fix all of my problems. So we are about to sleep naked for the next 3 days. So it's 10:15 and first day of trying new method. Good night. So it was the first day of trying the first method and that was sleeping naked, and I gotta say that I'm impressed by results in a bad way. Because I had a total sleep of 6 hours and 15 minutes, that's okay, but I got a deep sleep of 18 minutes. My goal is 3 hours and I got a deep sleep of 18 minutes. That's why I'm trying each method 3 nights, because today I maybe was sleeping bad, so I have 2 more days to try and figure it out if this method works. Here we go, I've been sleeping naked for 3 nights and here are my results. I can say that sleeping naked feels very fluffy, but otherwise I enjoyed it. Now let's go through the data. The first thing is that I still have a big problem falling asleep. I don't know why, but every night I fall asleep at approximately midnight, and I want to lower that number to at least 11:30. And the other thing is deep sleep. I don't know what was happening on the first day when I got only 18 minutes of deep sleep, and that 18 minutes really impacted my day because I was tired all the time. But then the second and the third day was fine with an average deep sleep of 1 hour and 39 minutes, which is far from wanted results, but I take it. Now let's move into the next method, and that is reading before bed. Personally, I'm not a fan of reading, but this method should apparently help me fall asleep faster, and as you know it, this is my main issue right now. So let's try it out for a few days and see how it goes. So I am a little bit late, it's almost 11 PM, but I'm gonna read a few pages of Wim Hof and go to sleep. See you in the morning. It's the next day. Here are the results of trying this new method. I had a sleep index of 79 and recovery score of 75. So it's just before 11 PM. I'm gonna read a little bit and go to sleep. Okay, it was the last night of trying the sleep method and here are my findings. But first, let's look through the data. I had an average deep sleep of 1 hour and 27 minutes and an average total sleep of 6 hours and 48 minutes. I don't think it is that bad at all. My thoughts on this method, reading before bed. The method works, it's amazing, it helped me a lot, but I still think there are methods that can help me a little bit more to fall asleep even earlier. So now, let's move to the third method. And the third one is called military method. It was published in Lloyd Best Winter's book Relax and Wind Championship performance in 1981. And it was used so the US Navy could fall asleep in 120 seconds because stress and sleep deprivation lead to misjudgment and wrong decision making. There was supposedly a 96% success rate even after drinking a coffee and being in the middle of a gunfire. This method takes 112 seconds to be completed, but the last 10 seconds are the one that you fall asleep. So it goes like this. First, you relax your face. Then you drop your shoulders to release the tension and exhale to relax your chest. Then you start relaxing your legs, thighs and calves. And now it's time for the most important 10 seconds. You need to clear your mind and imagine something relaxing like a beach or a spring in the mountains. If this does not work, you can start repeating in your head, don't think rapidly, for 10 seconds or until you fall asleep. This should work, so let's try it out and see if it works for me. So it's just about 11 PM. I'm gonna try this method and tell you in the morning if it works. Good night. Here we go, it's been the first day of trying this method and here are the results. I needed almost 1 hour to fall asleep. I was trying the method all over again, but I just didn't get it. But then finally I fell asleep and I had a deep sleep of 1 hour and 2 minutes. I'm not happy with the results, but I think I know what the reason behind this deep sleep is. I'm used to eating late in the evening, like 9 or even 10 PM. But as I scroll to my sleep data for the past 2 weeks, I find out that almost every night my heart rate drop is always at red and it says needs attention. But as I looked in the app what causes late heart rate drop, I found out that meal timing and nature of your meal affect how fast your body will get into the rest and repair phase. Avoiding heavy meals right before sleep will encourage a faster heart rate drop. So besides the military method, I'm gonna try from now on to eat earlier with hope that my deep sleep will increase. Good night. So it's been 2 weeks since we started our journey and my sleep didn't improve as much as I wanted to. Only on the second day when I had 2.5 hours of deep sleep I felt okay. Otherwise I have an average deep sleep of 1 hour. But the good thing is that my caffeine addiction is getting better, because usually I would drink at least 1 energy drink per day, and now I don't touch anything that has caffeine inside. So it's the end of the third day, everything is going according to plans, and I hope today I'm gonna fall asleep a little bit earlier. Okay, so I don't understand how I cannot fall asleep. It's already past 1 AM. I didn't eat late at night. I didn't work out in the evening. I did everything right. Yet I still can't fall asleep. I really need to look into that. Here we go, a few days of trying this method and here are the results. The first and the second night went okay, but then the third night, you know what happened, I couldn't fall asleep, but then on the fourth night I stay up till 1 AM because my friend had his birthday. But anyways, here are the results. So on the average, with using this method, I was sleeping for 7 hours and 6 minutes and I had a total deep sleep of 1 hour and 5 minutes. I don't know why I can't get more than 1.5 hours of deep sleep per night, but I'm still motivated by that second night where I had deep sleep of almost 3 hours. So we are still in pursuit of reaching that goal of 3 hours of deep sleep per night. Anyways, now it's time to move on to the fourth method, but I'm gonna tell you that when I get home. So, the next method that I want to try is quite interesting. It is called mouth taping. The point of this method is that you of course tape your mouth. It should humidify and filter the air going into your lungs, promoting an optimal oxygen exchange and reduce the chances of airway obstruction. But the risks are blocking your airflow, making you harder to breathe while sleeping, sleep apnea, skin irritation or allergic reaction to the tape, or aspiration, which I don't want to talk about it. So, some people say it is good for you, some people say it is bad. But the science of Ultrahuman ring will tell. Let's try this method for a few days and see how it goes. Okay, so first things first, I need to be very quiet because my family is already sleeping. Right now is almost 11 PM. Today we are trying a new method that is called mouth taping. I don't have the medical mouth tape, so I'm gonna use duct tape. There's one more thing. This night we are changing the clock to the summertime here in Slovenia. We are gonna sleep 1 hour less, so we will go from 2 2 a.m. to 3 p.m. instantly, so maybe my sleep will be a little bit weird this night. Let's try it out and see how it goes. Good night. Good night. So as you know, today in my country we were changing from winter time to summertime, and that is probably the reason why the ring didn't measure everything correctly, because it's telling me that I fall asleep at 2 a.m. and I know I didn't fall asleep at 2 a.m. It's telling me that I was sleeping for 3 hours and 15 minutes, which is also not right. My feeling with using the taping method is that I actually kinda like it. The biggest improvement that I felt on my body was falling asleep. I fell asleep instantly, but I cannot confirm that because the ring was not measuring everything correctly, so I'm gonna extend this method for one more day, and this night we will see if the taping method works for me. Okay, so right now it's 11:30 and I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. Good night. Here we go, it's the next day and I'm really excited to tell you about these night results. So, I slept a total of 6 hours and 32 minutes, but now the main part is my deep sleep. And my deep sleep was 2 hours and 14 minutes. I'm really excited about it, I feel it, I'm energized, I'm ready to work, but today I'm gonna spend the most of my time scripting, but I feel motivated, I feel ready to start, and I just love the feeling of getting a good night's sleep. So, let's get to work. Here we go, it is the last day of trying the duct tape method, and today I received a message from Ultrahuman app, and it is saying that based on your recent sleep timings, your optimal bedtime tonight is between 12:20 a.m. and 1:20 a.m. So, I am quite impressed by this because, as you know, melatonin is releasing in biological night, and that is between 10 p.m. and midnight, but it varies from person to person. So tonight I'm going to try to go to sleep at the time that Ultrahuman is suggesting me, and I will see you in the morning with the date of my sleep. Good night. It's been a few days of trying this method, and here's what I found out about it. First things first, I slept so good. I fell asleep a lot faster and my deep sleep also increased. I think this is one of the best methods I tried so far. Now let's look at the most important thing, the data. I got an average total sleep of 6 hours and 5 minutes and an average deep sleep of 1 hour and 52 minutes, which is just amazing. I've almost doubled my deep sleep since the last method. I am a little bit in shock about the total sleep of only 6 hours and 5 minutes, but the data from the deep sleep made my day. So right now I am exactly 7 days away from the finish line for this challenge. And for the next 7 days I'm gonna sleep without any methods to see if my sleep improved from the first week of the challenge. I hope I will see some increase in my deep sleep, that is my main goal. Anyway, today I'm full of energy, ready to do anything, so I'm gonna go back to work and not waste any energy. See ya. It's 11:20 and I'm going to sleep in quite some time without trying any methods, without military method, taping my mouth or any other. So I'm really curious if my sleep quality is getting better or it's staying the same like the first day. Good night and see you in the morning.
You on my mind a lot, don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen, make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in, from the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up, break you in then break you out. In the end we gon' make a child.
Here we go, I'm done with my workout. Today I got a lot of work to do on my computer, so I better get to work. Here we go, last night to go to sleep without any methods. I am a little bit late today, almost 11 o'clock. But anyway, let's go to sleep and see how the last night will go. Okay, so it's been 30 days and here are some overall results. First, let's take a look at how much deep sleep and total sleep I had during this experiment, and then we will check how first week and last week compare to each other. So in the first week I had a total deep sleep of 1 hour and 19 minutes and an average sleep time of 6 hours and 37 minutes, which is quite impressive because I thought that I would have a lot more sleep time since I was in bed physically for 8 hours every night. But now let's take a look how the first week and the last week compare to each other. The first week I had an average deep sleep of 1 hour and 8 minutes and a total average sleep of 6 hours and 57 minutes. In the last week I had an average total sleep of 6 hours and 18 minutes, which is lower than in my first week, but I had an average deep sleep of 1 hour and 25 minutes, which is exactly 17 minutes more deep sleep per night. It may seem a little bit, but 17 minutes of deep sleep in one night, I can tell you, you can definitely feel it throughout the day. So, although my sleep time was slower in the last week, I still recharged more. I think that because I had a consistent bedtime and my body knew when to recharge. But regardless of the numbers and the data, I feel amazing, and I think that is because I got my sleep consistent and I feel a lot more energized throughout the day. And if I have to choose any of the methods I tried, I am definitely recommending you to try the tapping mouth method because it is the only one that actually helped me fall asleep faster and increase my deep sleep. Now the last thing that I want to talk about is caffeine intake. The first few days I felt quite big cravings for caffeine, but after a week or so I got used to it and I didn't feel the need for caffeine. So I'm gonna try to keep this habit of not drinking any caffeine. And again, I'm so happy that Ultrahuman helped me on this project because they didn't just help me create this video, they also helped me understand myself, understand how I function, how my bioclock works, when is a good time for sun exposure, when is a good time for exercise, meals, when is a good time to go to bed, when is a good time to work out, when is a good time to take specific beverages with caffeine, like when is a good time to drink coffee, when is the last time in a day you can drink sodas so it will not affect your sleep. Literally everything. So it would mean a world to me if you just show them some love and check them out. You can find their link, the first link in the description. Thank you for sticking to the end and see you next time.